the new Parkway Theater, where good food, diverse entertainment, and community create a place for everyone. For showtimes and special events, check out www.thenewparkway.com.
You are listening to High School 510, where sports is playing, comedy is pilot, and the sweet Jeeba is our jet fuel. Please sit back and enjoy the ride.
Tristan Thompson gets no love on this podcast while I'm on here. Okay, I'm gonna just say,
I agree with you, Corde. For some reason, Jared loves Tristan Thompson, not for his game either.
Tristan Thompson averaged 5 points and 5 rebounds. He got a 4-year, $80 million contract.
And tall as hell. And that's
you tell me another person who left the Kardashian Jenner and got a better contract and got the Kardashian Jenner still won them.
One of them is James Harden. But the funniest thing is that you just called the Kardashians a group of concubines.
Succubi.
Succubi, bro. You're hilarious.
I'm just telling you, bro. Put some respect.
Her to smash somebody
Put
else.
some respect on his name. Well, let's start this show.
Athenia was a great school and produced a bunch of liars. That's all I know.
Darius calls them liars. We call them truth tellers. I got it again. The king of misunderstanding. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the High Score 510 podcast. You can catch us at High Score 510 on the Instagram, the YouTube, and on Twitter at Horcrux Hipster. You can also check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/High Score 510. Support the show. Show us a little love if you can afford it. If not, share us with a friend. Give us a like and a subscribe. Otherwise, we are here with...
This is AG3 coming at you really tired. Worked 6 days this week.
Only 6?
That was a long 6-day work week.
Here's your soundbite, Aaron.
Steroids? I think it's a good thing. Look what it's done to our baseball players. Roger Clemens, my man, he can throw a ball 380 miles an hour. Steroids. After 20 years, that's a bad motherfucker. I think there should be a whole new league where you can have all the steroids you want. Who cares if you grow another foot? You got 3 fucking feet? Run, motherfucker.
R.I.P., man.
R.I.P. John Witherspoon. Aaron, how's the work going on the steroid Olympics you working on?
It'll be exciting to watch. Records will be broken every 5 minutes.
And we are here with
everybody's favorite truck driver, Captain Pete Funk, coming at you slower than my left shoulder appendix, bilateral bisexual rotator bone, bother me all day.
Well, here's the soundbite, Pedro.
David Anderson, you haven't danced with me all night. Now, if you don't dance with me, I'm a holler rape.
Is that a request?
What? The rape or the dance?
Don't make no never mind to me.
Don't make no never mind to me neither. Well, now, look out now.
Look out.
In the 70s, it was okay to rape a woman.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
He said all that without having her giving her all that potion that he had.
Yeah, nigga, I have nothing to do with this podcast.
He didn't. He did all that before she even went sleep.
Hey, look, y'all didn't play the rest of that video. It was probably tranced her to sleep with that dance move he did. You didn't see the rest of the video. That was one of my favorite movies.
What movie is this?
Piece of the Action.
Piece of the Action. I've never seen this movie.
Man, Bill Cosby, I couldn't stand his stand-up because he put you to sleep with it.
I think we got some more answers about Bill Cosby. All right, well...
I sent you that clip when all that stuff came out, Jared.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
You smoked too
Jared
much
wasn't
weed.
paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention.
You're smoking too much weed.
And we are here with...
What's up, y'all? It's Darius, a.k.a. Smoking Out with Your Granny. But mostly today I'm smoking out with the Pilgrims because Jared, the way he be snatching niggas podcast up, I'm starting to feel like an Indian.
Take it back, lady. Indian girl.
Oh, by the way, Corde, I stole the podcast from Darius after he abandoned it at the orphanage. But
well, you gotta stop. I just got stolen right from under my hands, man. So shout out to the Pilgrims, man. I know what you do. I know what you do on the third week in November, bitch.
When y'all eat tacos, do you tilt your head to the left or to the right?
A lot of y'all like to use the sniper position, but if you really want to get them going, you got to approach them from behind. And then what I like to, tacos. Yeah, I tilt my head to the left.
He ain't had no shirt on.
He needs Jesus.
He's at a sniper position. And we're here with our special guest, Mr. Corde Snell. But go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Corde Snell, local Bear comedian, hailing from Richmond, California. But I moved out of Richmond and now I live in the prime suburbs of Hercules.
Oh, Hercules.
To make music that moves people. Clap, 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 clap that ass, bitch. Shake that camel toe. Let me see them pussy lips.
Man, what the hell you getting some of this shit from, Bill?
Courtesy of Sam My Jam on Instagram. That was sent to me. I don't know.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that was sent to you, nigga. That's how I know your algorithm is like that. You really like that, nigga. You got the algorithm of a 22-year-old black girl, nigga. I know what you like.
A city girl right now.
Hey, it's hot girl summer coming up, y'all. Hot girl spring or warm girl spring is popping up. But it's good to have you. Do you go by just Corde?
Welcome.
Welcome to the show, player. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate y'all.
I'm glad Jared brought you on here. He got the body type of an ugly bitch who braid hair, so he's perfect.
Hey, talking about Jerry? Talking about me? Who talking about Jerry?
I'm talking about Jerry. I mean, if you need, it look like you don't need your hair braided, but if you do, you got.
I know. That's why I was like, what you talking about? I was like, I got no hair. It's all right. It's all right. We all in the club. It's like it's four of us. Aaron on his way, but he keep missing the bus. Aaron on his way, but he keep missing the bus. Ain't that good? I was gonna start making like these clips, called the people who in denial, like Stephen A. Smith and a few other dudes. Cause Stephen A. was getting roasted by Shaq and Charles Barkley. And that was hella funny because it's literally two bald dudes roasting them. Like, hey, Stephen, like like they doing it, But dudes always love to say, "Oh, I ain't got the head for it." How you know? You ain't got the head for that little patches of hair you got up there either. You need to let that go.
Stephen A. Smith think his brain just growing.
He's like, I always had a bad hairline. No, you didn't. It wasn't that far back. Your hairline is here. Your hairline don't start up here.
Nope. When you see acreage between where the wrinkles in the forehead stop and the hairline, that's when you know you might be having a problem.
Exactly.
Aaron, he like one of them dudes that be at the restaurant and the restaurant technically closed, but since he in there, they'll keep serving him.
Come on.
Well, my name is Jared, aka DJ Art, with 2 T's for a double dose of that tink tink. The D is silent, so it's just Jart. And here's my soundbite.
This has not legalized weed. We've been asking them to, and they just gave us more guns. We legalized open carry. We were like, we just want to carry weed. They're like, how about carry a bazooka? I was like, I don't want to. It's like, no license needed. But I like California style better. You guys were like, let's make it easier for people to smoke weed. And Texas was like, nah, let's make it easier for people to smoke other people.
How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Let's get to talking to you some more, Corde. Tell us more about what got you into stand-up comedy and how long you've been doing it.
It'll be 11 years in July. How I got into it, I was at a junior college and I was taking a drama class, a drama acting class. It was either take this drama acting class or take this La Raza Studies class. I'm like really into Latina women. So I was like, I want to go to the La Raza Studies class. But then also I was like, nah, I took drama before. That was an easy A. Let me go see what this easy A about. And then one day a bunch of people was like walking in and I started roasting them as they came in. 4 or 5 people, and then my teacher told me to stand up. I was like, well, stand up? What you talking about? She's like, stand up. And she thought I had written everything I was saying down on a piece of paper and not just coming off the top of my head. So now I just roast people and tell stories. So she was like, you should try comedy. I was like, nah. I just roast people, tell stories. She's like, that's what comedy is. And I was like, the hell this white woman want from me? I really never wrote stuff down. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, how about this? You just do whatever. I'm going to write it all down. And then we could create like a set for you. And my first set, I did like 3.5 minutes. Also, I got heckled my first time on stage too.
Was it a good heckle?
I got heckled.
It's good.
I got heckled. Because one of my jokes was like, I like to go to the gym, but I'm a bigger dude. And everybody's like, what? And then people started laughing. And I was like, oh shit, what do I do? I was like, do I cuss this person out? Do I run off stage? Like I was like, I can't look to the left. They was like, then I was like, no, just keep trying to say it. And then so I waited out. So I was like, I like to go to the gym because of the woman. And everyone was like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then I did my set. I did really good. It was dope.
That sounds like the premise to that one movie, Blindside.
This team is your family, Michael. You have to protect them from those guys, okay? Listen, Tony here's your quarterback, all right? You protect his blind side. When you look at him, you think of me, how you have my back, how you have his, okay?
Corde, if you don't know, Dari is our resident shit talker and roaster on the show.
I could tell.
Yeah, so it sounds like if y'all had met in junior college, y'all could have just had like a tag team duo roasting white women.
We'd be getting suspended together, my nigga.
I'm good suspended. I don't get in trouble like that. I got you in trouble though. Like that ain't me. That ain't me. That's Darius over here. I'm just responding to what he said. I'm just responding to what he said. You know,
I get caught.
I'm normally quiet. You should move me. Matter of fact, I'll move myself. I'll get away from this.
Yeah, I'm definitely the nigga to get caught. I get caught. I stand right there and say, yes, I done it.
I mean, I'm trying to stay in class.
I'm trying to stay in jail.
I guess one of my last questions is like, so what would you say is like what is your style of comedy? Like what are typical topics you like to speak on? One that I really resonated with that I thought was hilarious was your take on taller, bigger women. And, tell us more about that or what is it that you like to talk about when your stand-up sis?
Well, I talk about tall women because it's always funny to me that dudes are intimidated by a woman who's tall. I remember one time I was dating a chick who was 6'4". She was dope, but also problematic. So like she had 2 black kids, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna need 2 myself, like kind of a thing. I was like, because she's like, yeah, they said my other son gonna be like 6'5", 6. I was like, I want my sons to have a chance because I'm only 6 foot, right? But then in high school, like we was talking about, I was 5'10", trying to play center or power forward. You know, I was trying to be Baby Shaq is what they used to call me. But then that growth spurt didn't continue. Freshman year, I wrote it out. I'm gonna get drafted by the Magic, and I'm gonna go play with Tracy McGrady. At the end of my freshman year, they drafted Dwight Howard. And Tracy McGrady was there, but then they traded Tracy McGrady to Houston, and I was like, "Oh, look at that! I didn't even know that they. That's crazy, you know."
Growth spurts tripped you up.
Tripped me up.
Corde, you know what I'm saying? I asked you to put a little list together because I know you like big and tall women. I know, you know what I'm saying? Here we love all women on this show at High School 510.
I don't like no big women.
And Jared don't like no colored women. Stop lying.
I don't like no tall women. You know,
us all together, we love all women. So what you talking about?
I don't like women with feet bigger than mine.
Collectively, we like women.
Checklist. We scatter plot our
ways. Y'all terrible. Y'all terrible.
I had enough of black women myself.
I don't like women that's gonna turn around and wear my shoes out the door.
How big is your feet?
I wear a size 13. So Liz Campaign gotta stay away.
No, Liz Campaign's in the top 5, baby. Liz Campaign's in that top 5.
They all gotta stay away. I don't want none of them wearing anybody putting on my Air Max 95s. I'm gonna have an issue with.
That's what you say, baby. Hey, you know those at your shoes. You know you didn't buy those. You know.
Jared like he like his bitches blue, like the Avatar or Kuku Khan's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Come on, Kuku Khan, man. I was rooting for him. I was rooting for him in Black Panther 2. I was waiting for them to unite in solidarity. To fight the colonizing forces and those interests and that
so they can have a baby that look just like you, nigga. Necklaces and all.
I can fit in both worlds.
He was waiting for them tonight so people stop stealing catalytic converters.
Exactly. That's all I wanted them to do, unite and start getting people stealing catalytic converters.
Kuku Khan was like definitely trying to smash on Siri though. That was the funny thing. Like Tisha Wright, he was like, he's like, we should bring our places together. To get like whispering in there. He might have started whispering in there and play with her baby hairs. You know, try to. Yeah.
He would have learned a bad lesson. He would have learned the colonizers was easier.
The only thing Cuckoo Khan was trying to bring together was to maximize on KFC Taco Bell franchises. Nigga, I don't know what y'all talking about.
You know, good and well, black people don't eat KFC. We fuck with Popeye. So you bring the wrong two together. All right.
The wrong two blacks, nigga.
Well, Corde, can you please bless us with this beautiful women of our WNBA, tall women that don't get the love they deserve? Who are your
don't
top
get the love they
five
deserve?
WNBA
number
stars?
one. She's not in the NBA right now, but she was Liz Cambage. I kept saying Cambage, but it's actually Cambage. She's in trouble right now because she's making a lot of racist comments, stuff like that, talking about Nigerian people and stuff. Tall.
No, I don't blame her. No. I approve of that. She's talking about Nigerian people. I approve of it.
Yeah, but it was bad when she went from the Aces to the Lakers, and the star player was Nigerian, and then her sister.
I'm gonna tell you why, Corde. Because they probably tried to scam her.
If you black of skin and full of sin, come forward.
That would have been not a bad reason not to like her. I'm like them, you know. Liz can't. There we go. There go my boo boo. There go my boo. She right there.
She signed with a team in another country. I can't remember. It's
not Australia.
No. Israel, I believe.
You wouldn't let her wear your 13s around there?
I don't think she can fit my 13s. They'll feel like.
How you even know she wear 13 though?
Man, I could tell. She could be an 11.
She could be an 11.
I can tell when a woman 16. Got a big feet.
Who's bitch right here? Who's this? The little small short chick.
Yeah, I bet you that's what y'all like. Short one is. That's what I like. Who's that 4'8" right there?
Yeah. Oh no!
Going for a freakishly short chick instead of a chick with 6'8", right? Your son gonna hate you. When you have kids with that 4'8" girl, your son gonna hate you because he ain't tall enough to play no sports.
The only thing I need,
he can't get no scholarships nowhere. He gonna hate you. I'm giving my kids a future by marrying a 6'8" chick and having several offsprings with her.
The only thing I need my son to do is move out.
Well, he will move out faster if you give him an opportunity to go to the NBA, the NBA or the NFL, the MLB. Yeah. You don't see 6'8" people get turned down. You got to prove that you ain't athletic to them.
Let's move on to the next one.
Too many people getting upset. All right, next one is Skylar Diggins Smith. Skylar Diggins.
That's number one. Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins. Yeah.
I'll give you my breakdown of Skylar Diggins. You want to hear my breakdown? My problem with Skylar Diggins.
All right, so first, hold up. Hold up. First,
she cleans up
nice. Too tall. Look like he wear my exact same shoe.
She's shorter. I give her that. My problem with Skylar Diggins is that she looks better looking when playing than when not playing. And her jawline's a little bit too strong. She got too many strong. Like I don't know if I'm with Skylar Diggins.
Here we go.
I don't know.
Here we go.
The problem with Skylar Diggins is that if I wake up in the morning with cold in my eyes, I would think I just slept with Haile Selassie.
What, bro? You even making sense, bro. You just
she looked like Haile Selassie.
Just say you like out of shape people. Just say you don't like athletes. Say you don't like athletes. Just say you don't like female athletes.
There's some female athletes. There's some female athletes I like. WNBA, I don't think is where I start, but I got a list. I got a list of WNBA. Skylar Diggins is not on mine. Mm-hmm. She looked too much like Haile Selassie, man. Every time I think
who is Haile Selassie? Who is that?
Man, he's the reason behind Rastafari, man. He's the former head of Ethiopia.
Yeah, Ethiopian African president. Aaron, nigga, she looks nothing like Haile Selassie
at all.
Haile Selassie, dude.
I just want to say that she cleans up nice, man. Shout out to Corde. She makes my list.
Same person.
She makes my list every time.
Oh my god!
That's Skylar.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's Skylar Diggins before or after the game. I can't tell.
That looked nothing like. Man, I saw this man at 7-Eleven. This ain't got nothing to do with Skylar Diggins. You didn't see nobody look. Come on now,
Skylar Diggins does not look like Nipsey Hussle's father, dude. Like this
exactly. There we go. This man tripping.
It's blasphemous.
All right, so we got Skylar Diggins. So we got Liz Cambage, Skylar Diggins. I'm agreeing a lot with this list so far. Okay, go ahead.
Liz Cambage, I'll make my list, but Skylar Diggins definitely. She makes every list.
Then we got Tia Cooper.
Tia Cooper. Who she play for?
She played for LA.
She played for LA, right?
You're right there. This one.
Yeah, she's pretty. I take her over Skylar Diggins.
Yeah, she a baddie. She used to date. She used to date Dwight Howard. Yeah.
All right, that's,
they
not
was
selling,
engaged.
that's not selling her for
They
me.
was
But
engaged.
that's still, she's still.
No,
she's
no.
still
What I'm
Sell my
saying is,
personal information.
just
they were together during the bubble, right?
Yep. And then
Yeah, I
afterwards,
remember.
yep. Can you go back to that picture, Jared? Right here. So she would get off the bus wearing stuff like this. Off the bus. I'm a whoo. So my last one. I only got 4. I don't even have a top. Well, the other 5th member, she played with this chick. Kelsey Plum.
Oh, yeah, she's on my list.
Kelsey Plum, yeah.
I mean, we know she on my list. I got a little bit of a Joker fetish, so it's perfect.
Yeah,
she got that Death Wish jaw.
Kelsey
How tall
Plum.
is she?
She's not that tall.
Like
She's
5'8". She's like 5'8",
Yeah.
5'9".
Yeah, she's like 5'8". See, that's around my size right there. I'm 6 foot. I'm also 6 foot.
And the main purpose of me talking about dating tall chicks is because tall dudes are intimidated by tall women. I date tall women because they all single, because nobody want to date them. And then the second thing, tall dudes are intimidated by tall women, so they always get them a short chick.
See, I'm not intimidated by tall women. I just, you know what it is? I like different positions. I don't like standing on my toes. I don't like.
You ain't got to. Every single woman's the exact same height on their back. You ain't got to stay on your toes.
No,
Just keep on their back. And then stand on your toes. Invest in a step ladder. I know you got one. Every man has a step ladder, a hammer, and a random wrench. That's the 3 things they come as an adult. You come with that.
Jared, go up. See, I like feet. I'm a foot man, right? And I like see foot in like small heels. When they start getting big, then all of a sudden, they come in with heels, and I'm like, are those?
Tell her wear slippers. Tell her wear slippers at all times. All right. Tell her wear slippers.
I'm fine with them wearing the heels. I like a woman in heels, but the problem is like, are these heels or these tools? I mean, if I could take her heels on the back and use as a reed wrench, that's not a good thing.
And then
so far the list has gotten better. You gotten better now. I'm waiting for you to take me over the top.
Yeah, take us home, man. Take us home, man.
Take you home. So I don't know why her name is escaping me. But she was MVP in her rookie year and rookie of the year.
You talking about Candace Parker?
Candace Parker.
She's beautiful. She's beautiful. I mean, beautiful face, beautiful everything, beautiful skin tone, beautiful hair. And then, it's just, I don't know. I got a thing for shorter women. Right?
Just say that. Stop saying people ain't attractive. Just say you got a thing for shorter women.
I don't think Skylar Diggins is that attractive, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
And that's where you're wrong. And that's where you're wrong.
Hey, can I give how many ways I would make love to Kalani Brown?
You just learned her name, man.
Do I have time?
Just learned her name. He already got. Wait,
can I just?
I got Jared list. Jared list is Miguel Nunes is Joanna Man.
Y'all problem is y'all forgetting one of the most beautiful white woman to ever grace the WNBA court.
Who was it?
Vanessa Nygaard.
My girl, Rebecca Lobo.
Come on, man. Please don't listen to him, man. Corde, don't listen to him. He about to mess up the WNBA dream.
I got Jared's list coming up right here. I got
it. In other news, Afro Man has filed paperwork to run for president in 2024.
Oh, man.
Hey, and you know what? The way the world is going, he's probably got a 20% chance to win.
Pedro, did he go to Crenshaw High?
No, he went to
Horse Man. He went to the middle school by our house, our home middle school.
Well, would you guys vote for Afro Man?
I sure would.
No.
He got my vote.
Corde, what was your answer? I need to hear your answer.
No.
Thank you. You don't even want some damn sense on this.
Why not, Corde? Look, he don't need to spend tax money on security. He took care of himself.
1, I don't smoke. 2, unless he's running Republican and gonna challenge Trump, then do that and steal his votes. But we don't need this to actually happen because you start voting for you start voting for Afro Man and less people voting for Biden because I wanted weed to become legal. Then all of a sudden the other 45 gets reelected again or something like that. You don't want that. That's why I wouldn't vote for Afro Man.
You wouldn't vote for this hairstyle?
Of course I vote for that hairstyle. I am bald, as you can see. Yes. I'm jealous. You see how nice and thick that fro is? Not ever. And he was on Vlad TV. I was like, this is a toupee. And I'm like, no, that's fresh he picked because he took the pick out and he did it like this, and I was like, well, damn.
Is that a chinchilla coat?
I just want to defend why I would vote for him.
Yeah.
Is because he's concise and he seems very honest. A nigga who has a song called Because I Got High and every excuse is about because he got high. If you ask him what is wrong with the economic deficit, if you ask him how do we get around gun laws and gun control, he probably gonna tell you some real answer. Now, a real honest answer. Is it gonna be niggerish? Of course. Look at him. He's wearing costume jewelry. But is he gonna be honest? I think so.
He says that his main issues, what his main priorities for his presidential campaign is decriminalization of cannabis, criminal justice reform, law enforcement reform, halt of all foreign aid, immediate halt to all foreign aid, reparations for African Americans.
Never mind.
He should have had you at never mind when you first said decriminalization of cannabis. I'm like, you realize it's only 3 states that don't have some form of cannabis now.
When I saw that he had a statement in all green, I was pretty much done right there.
But hear me out. He says also reparations for African Americans. Come on now.
Y'all getting that from Newsom anyways. Don't worry about it.
Shit.
Promotion of unity, peace, and love. Promote celebratory displays in professional sports.
Oh my God. See,
legalization of prostitution.
I don't even know. That's his last one. That's his last one.
I would get rid of my wife right away if that.
You know they was trying to legalize prostitution in San Francisco.
They might
They might as well. They got everything else to legalize.
Well, no. So they was trying to really legalize it, and the woman who was trying to legalize it was a former prostitute. But the reason why they was trying to legalize it was because she knew a ton of prostitutes herself who was retired. They needed health care, they needed benefits, they needed time off and stuff like that.
Wait a minute, hold on, Corde. I like how you said they was retired, like they had a pension.
Well, she stopped doing it. She became an activist. That's what she said. I'm just repeating what she said. I'm just repeating what she said.
That's how she framed it. She framed it. I retired.
Hey, these prostitutes
she was 45. Right? I'm trying to say she was 45.
They got 401 benefits. All right.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, I'm just trying to let you know. But then people spun it, so she was trying to legalize it, so the prostitutes who are out there can have more of a safer time. And
I agree with that though.
STD checking and stuff like that, right? But people flipped it, and it was like, you trying to legalize it? You gonna let little girls come into it? And she's like, that's not even what we doing. I'm trying to do it.
No. It's all about getting resources to the people in the community that are not
already
in it. Yeah. Well, if Afro Man gets in here, then she don't have to worry. She gonna be good. They ain't gonna flip it on her with Afro Man.
This was like
Afro
2013.
Man.
So
Afro Man need to check. You need to message Afro Man.
Hit her up.
Like Afro Man, hey, hit her up. See if she's still doing good in retirement, and make sure that we make her part of your cabinet, brother.
Yeah. Jared's gonna vote for Afro Man, so the last 3 of his girlfriends can get health care finally.
Hilarious.
In other news, Boston Marathon runner took a shit in somebody's yard.
Wow.
God, dude.
Wow.
You were in Boston last week, Darius, for the Boston Marathon. Did you know of anything like this? Here's a clip.
That's the problem with the marathon.
The female runner was caught on a Ring doorbell camera taking a squat in the corner of the yard. Darius, what do you think about that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: she clearly didn't want to be a champion because the champions don't stop. They shit
running. Yes, they shit running.
So she clearly didn't care about her final time. All right, you supposed to stay on the course and shit down your leg. That's disgusting. That's how the real runners do it.
That is how the real runners do it, but that's still like.
I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. I saw the Boston Marathon from 2 places: from mile 6 and mile 25. So the mile 6 people, man, they cruising, man. You know, I watched all the elites come in from mile 6. They still cruising. Everybody's still comfortable. They drinking their little gel water. Man, we hopped on the Uber. We made it to mile 26. And then these niggas start coming in. Bro, they had spit stuck to their face, like slime, closing their eyelids. One of them had blood on their wrist. And it was just leaking, and he was just throwing it out as he was running. I mean, it was some of the grossest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, you be seeing people nipples bleeding. The marathon. If you ever watch like a marathon at the end, it's like one of the most disgusting things. People have shit running down their legs.
It's like soldiers coming home from like a World War II.
It's like bad, man. It's like
I will never watch it from mile 25 again. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
I bet you them Africans was clean though.
No. Evans Trebet pissed on himself, and it was on his socks.
Oh, that's normal.
That's normal though. That's not too bad.
yeah. Piss is better than the shit.
Evans Trebet pissed on himself, man. It was real.
I worry about that runner getting some kind of irritation and chafing, because if you don't wipe good and you don't get a clean deuce, you're gonna have doo-doo cheeks.
They got other places they get chafed up there. Like I said, nipple. If they don't tape their nipples, marathon runners have to tape their nipples because usually they end up bleeding through the shirt because you're chafing with your shirt rubbing against your nipples. It's a disgusting sport to me. I don't understand why people love running marathons. I can't understand it.
I've ran a couple 10Ks now. Shout out to Beta Breaker. Shout out to San Michelle Fun Run, Berkeley Half. And I've had to tape my nipples every single time. And it still bled through the Band-Aid.
Petty has some big ass titties.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you sound like
Doris, that sounds like something you just made up.
Sound like you need to Vaseline.
I think you just tape your nipples during sex.
No, sir. It's happened in 3 of the. It's happened in almost every one.
I heard you Vaseline your nipples during sex.
I heard you tape your nipples and X's during sex.
Band-Aids. I heard you use the porn Band-Aids over your nip. I mean, the stripper Band-Aids over your nipples during the marathon.
You got tassels. You got tassels.
You got the burlesque tassels.
Yeah, it said Deja Vu Showgirls. That's what Adaris is running his race.
Pedro, I heard you eat pussy with a mouthpiece on so the clit don't go through your gap.
No,
you
can't
he
do
learned that from Michael Strahan.
Oh, no, I had women tell me. Come on. I had women tell me, don't you ever get rid of that gap.
Nope. He had a woman tell him, I want you to put that hood through my gap and flick it like you kicking a field goal.
My mama told me that she liked Michael Strahan's gap. As a dude, I was like, he need to get rid of it. She's like, no, that man is sexy. I was like, with that gap? She's like, yeah, he is. Mm-hmm. I was like,
Pedro.
The move is called the slither. All right.
I'm thinking about next time I gotta go down on somebody hiring Pedro to do that part for me.
Come on.
Yeah, just
and I won't get lockjaw.
Draymond Green was ejected from Game 2 for stomping on Domantas Sabonis' chest like he was in WWE. What do you guys think about the stomp and the subsequent suspension from Game 3?
I thought it was BS. Because everybody talk about how they make Draymond be out to be the villain and say this is WWE. First off, Sabonis flopped, and he was playing dirty all game. So he kept shoulders into Draymond. He's running purposely into Draymond. I remember that time Draymond got the rebound, passed out to Steph. Sabonis runs into him, and the ref called a foul on Draymond. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, they was looking for it. And then Sabonis, as he's flopping, pulls Clay's jersey to try to make him fall, falls right at the feet of Draymond, wraps his arm around his ankle. And then as he's getting up, literally holding on still, and then Draymond steps on him. So that's what I don't like. I don't like the fact that everybody was saying Draymond did this like out of the character. Like Sabonis did several acts to get to that point. But then also, as Draymond's trying to step over him, his left foot is pinned too underneath Sabonis. So literally he had nowhere else to step or just fall face forward.
I was a guy that liked to play dirty. Had no problem playing dirty or being dirty. I don't think he should have got suspended. I was fine with him being thrown out. I think because he got thrown out, so there's no need to suspend for the next game. And and they both were in the wrong. That's why Sabonis got the technical too. And I thought the refs handled it right for that game. And then the NBA, I overreacted. But and I think one reason the NBA overreacts because they kind of, this commissioner and everybody in the basketball has been kind of talked about how they're really soft on players in this now. So they overreacted to all the criticism coming and suspended them. But
the funny thing about that, nobody was even saying Draymond should get suspended. Everybody was saying Draymond So shouldn't get suspended at all. Probably Kings fans were saying that it was dirty and stuff.
Domantas Sabonis also laid on the ground for about 5 minutes, like somebody had just shot him.
Exactly.
He laid down the ground like he was playing soccer.
But then, right, he thought about he needed to get an X-ray, and he had a severe sternum bruise, right? Sabonis didn't miss no time.
No,
he missed no time. As soon as play
right?
resumed, Sabonis was right in there, and it went down and dunked it.
I heard somebody being like, a man almost lost his life on a football field this year from something similar, get hit in the chest. So you can't be doing that stuff. That's dangerous. You could cost a man his life stomping on his chest like that. And I was like, nigga, please. It's like, do you realize how much bigger Domantas Sabonis is than Draymond Green? Number two, that's football. This is both players doing too much, flopping around on top of each other. Like if Draymond Green really tried to stomp him out, he would have stomped him in the head, and that could have ended his life. Stomping him on the chest/rib cage area, not that dangerous, especially the way he did it. It wasn't like he was actually stomping a motherfucker. That fool got hit just right as a moving vehicle or a moving person himself with another moving person himself, and those two things combined and hit each other. Sabonis is on the ground, so that's one less moving object, and Draymond Green was prancing up and down on him. That's not gonna kill nobody. Darius, what was your take on Draymond's dramatics?
I love all of Draymond's antics. I feel like he should be the nigga king and represent all of us. But nah, man, I think one thing that they don't talk about is alternative fouls. So like, I think that should have been a flagrant 1 alternative or a flagrant 2 alternative. Basically meaning like there's no actual like thing for that. Like when you hit a nigga in the nuts, like the shit that happened with LeBron too. Like that's an alternative foul. Yes, it's a flagrant 2. Yes, you're playing and overly aggressive, but like the alternative to that maybe could be a fine and let them keep playing. Cause like niggas should get suspended for hitting niggas in the nuts trying to get the ball. I know it's a dirty play because you move it too much, but like that's not real. And Draymond didn't really stump on that nigga. Draymond technically jumped off of that nigga.
Yeah, he just used him as a springboard.
yeah. So that should be
also you mentioned who hit LeBron in the nuts?
Oh, in breaking news, Dylan Brooks was ejected for slapping and doing a cup check on LeBron James last night.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks got ejected out of the game, bro, for hitting LeBron in the nuts. LeBron collapsed, but it was a clear play where LeBron was going behind his back. Dylan Brooks threw his hand out and was going to go for the ball, but LeBron shifted right into them balls.
The massive gravity around LeBron's pelvis drug his hand into that area instead of going for the ball.
I'm not going to be here.
This is what Shaq had to say about the whole Draymond Green thing.
Sit up here and be a hypocrite. I did the same thing. I really would. Don't be grabbing me because what am I going to do? Like if I stay there and just try to run forward, I'll fall. You got to get them up off you. And if you're up off you and you're in the way, you might get stomped on. Was it a dirty play? Of course it was a dirty play.
But then just say that and leave it alone.
Hey, if you don't grab me, this won't happen.
You can't go, hey, man, you can't go around.
That's true. If he never grabbed him, that wouldn't happen. I would agree with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
One bad play begets another bad play. That's it. Well, don't grab me.
But if I grab you and you hit me with a chair, it's excessive. I'm just saying the stomp was I'm not saying that he shouldn't like get him off him.
Okay, well,
but it was a little excessive.
Hold on. Would you like to get on the floor and show me the options when somebody grabs you?
No, I'm not going to just move away.
Move away how?
Just walk.
All right, lay on the floor and grab Michael.
No,
you got a bad hip.
No.
This is not a time.
Why don't you lay on the floor and I'll see if I can stomp on you.
All right, come on. Yeah. I'll do it. Okay. I'll do it right now.
It is great because Shaq talking about it. He's saying he didn't have no other options. He say yes, it's excessive, and then I hate you pushed me and I hit you with a chair. It's not even that though. It's literally I can't move. You holding on to my leg, so I hate that. Like, this is an excessive reaction. And I'm thinking about it. Maybe if he just put his foot there, but he doesn't jump off him, maybe then it's like, why did he step on him? Because he couldn't move. Because literally, as I'm trying to pull my foot up, he literally is holding on.
He's holding on to it.
Draymond's putting on a show because he's dark-skinned and he wants attention.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work here.
Come on, brother. You supposed to stick up for a fellow dark skin.
No, bro.
You ain't never supposed to.
I'm tired of that.
Against the dark skin. I don't be team light skin over here.
Hey, look.
Let me try to team light skin. Stick with your dark skinned brethren. Say us doing bad in front of another light skinned person again, brother. I'm gonna take your darkest card away. Not your black card.
Hey,
your
that's what
darkest card. I'm gonna take your darkest card away.
Take my darkness
I'm
card
calling
away.
Shaq now.
Hey, take my darkness card away so I can get some more of these light skinned honeys. But check it out. He is personally trying to show out. All he had to do, like you said, hey, kick him. All that hopping and stuff, you didn't have to do that. Kick him. I would have kicked him.
There was one thing that came out that's just like absolute cap. The motherfucking Draymond said, hey man, listen, I couldn't go nowhere. And everybody know I'm not flexible. Now, the one thing I do know is I've been watching Draymond Green kick his leg up in a can motion like a goddamn rocket for 10 years at least now. This nigga has been fucking Sevion Glover on the goddamn basketball court. And I think that's absolute bullshit, Draymond, talking about you not flexible. Nigga, your first move is to kick in the air like Liu Kang.
That was dumb to say. He should have been like, the man was grabbing my foot. Literally, I would have said both my legs was pinned. I couldn't step nowhere else without either falling on my face.
Sabonis, Sabonis is dead ass wrong. Let me put this perfectly clear. Draymond had every right to do what he did, but with all the action, the jump, not necessary.
I mean,
the jump looks weird.
My problem with this is this. Yeah. You can say he had every right. You can say this. Well, every action has a consequence. If Sabonis' consequence was he got stomped, Draymond consequences he got suspended. It's just like, hey, it's part. Neither one of them are part of the game. He got suspended. With just, I don't understand why it became such a hot topic.
I would have let him grab that foot, yank the foot off him, and kick him with the left.
The Warriors are always a hot topic, just like when he punched Jordan Poole. Okay, we all play sports in here? We all play sports in here?
Yeah. That problem is that I think the Warriors leaked it, so that way they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, somebody got paid. The video dude got paid.
All right, so the Warriors even up the series.
Yep.
With the Sacramento Kings. They were able to stave off, the Draymond Green suspension, win the first game at home, won the second game, game 4. So what did you guys take on the series? Is it still Warriors in 4, Warriors in 5, Warriors in 6, or is there something to be more concerned about in this series?
First off, Jared, I don't know if you know how math works, but it's 2-2.
Corde. I got. Well, the reason they said that is because before the series started, I was a little more skeptical. I was a little more worried. So I'm just reiterating that there was a lot of Warriors.
Warriors in 5. That's what you said.
Warriors in
4. 6.
No, I never changed my opinion. It was Warriors in 4. I said because here's the thing. Corde, I'm gonna tell you this. I grew up a Laker fan, but I'm a sports fan more than anything. I'm a basketball fan more than I'm a Laker fan. I'm a fan of sports more than I am my own teams.
Do you like the Lakers but hate LeBron right now?
I'm not. If you would have heard,
that's funny. You said you talking about yesterday. That sound like that.
I know a lot of Lakers fans who love the Lakers but hate LeBron because he's on his team. All the true Laker fans.
But see, I wasn't. Well, those are also the later Laker fans. Those are the ones that love Kobe, this and that. I was a bigger Shaq fan than I was Kobe.
Me too. I was a Shaq fan growing up.
Yeah, I was a Kareem and Magic fan. But like I said, I choose the game over my team. I'd rather the game gets better than my team be successful, right? And so I'm sitting here with all these Warrior fans who are over here stressing. I don't think they were saying that to make them, like Jared, to make themselves feel better for losing a couple games. And I'm like, look, Sacramento don't have a chance of winning this series. Even after the first game, they didn't have a chance. I said, listen, right now they're rolling off momentum. When they won the second game, it's momentum. I still said Warriors in 4, meaning the next 4 games, the Warriors are going to win. I knew they were going to come home. I said, one of them going to be a blowout. One of them is going to be close. And Sacramento's too young. This is their first year in the playoffs to respond to that. They can respond to when the momentum's on their side. But when you're going against the older veteran teams that know how, like, oh, okay, we're down in the playoffs. Oh, well, we still got more games to go. Sacramento is not going to know that. So Warriors are winning the next 2 games and it's over.
Cutty Corner shoutouts. Cutty Corner shoutouts. Cutty Corner shoutouts is something on the show where everyone gets a chance to rant, complain, or talk about something that's pissing them off. Or you can highlight something positive in the world. Cutty Corner shoutouts. Cutty Corner shoutouts.
It's time.
We're burning now. God, if you let it in, hell, so cold and bleeding now, now. I'm in for this, man. Gonna let you down.
Aaron, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
I do. This one's a melancholy Corde Cutter shout out. The creator of Cash App got stabbed to death in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Forgot his name. Something was it
Bob
Lee,
Lee.
whatever. Bob Lee. And I would like to say and give my melancholy Cutty Corner shout out and say good riddance. You created an app. You created an app. Basically got people like me, people in my family, people like this. You created an app that's used in prison and got people calling for the most asinine reasons and saying, hey man, just send me the money through Cash App. I was on a phone with a friend of mine who we all know. I'll let him tell that story. I wish he was sitting at his seat right now. I'm on the phone with him and his brother come calling him, talking about, hey man, hey, I ran into some trouble in here. I need you to Cash App me some money. This much to one dude, this much to the other dude. Can you do that tonight? This guy created Cash App, made millions, did everything he wanted to do and live the life he lived. And yet us who got people and family members incarcerated, now I got to put up. Before, they were at your mercy. You know, you went, they might write you a letter, call you, collect, and you'd be like, hey, can you put a little bit of money on my books? That's all they say. Can you put some money on my books? You might drop 20 in there, right? You might, just before the internet days, you go there, you might drop 20. They were happy with that. But since Cash App, not enough money settles them now. Since this motherfucker decided he want to make a millionaire and he thought, oh, guess what? I'm going to create this app. The only people that seem to use it is people in the hood and people incarcerated. Next thing you know, no amount of money was good enough for people incarcerated thanks to Cash App. It went from being able to, you was able to put $20, $50 on somebody's books and they was happy. But thanks to the Cash App, now all of a sudden you get hit up for 300, 400, 500. Hey man, somebody did me a solid in here, man. I need you to Cash App this money to this person. What the hell? Pedro, you want to come in on this about the Cash App?
Yeah, I got, my brother hit me up, man. And I got caught up with the phone. I had to get rid of the burner, man. Hey, can you Cash App this dude $1,000? I went off on him like he was my little brother.
The Cash App.
I wish I would give a nigga $1,000. I cussed Darius out when he asked me for $20 the other day.
This is how I feel about the Cash App. I finally know what it felt like when the creator of Cops, who was from Florida, went on his honeymoon in Oregon and he got too close to that cliff and fell over trying to take a picture.
Honeymoon in Oregon.
Yeah, the creator of the show Cops. I finally know what it feels like for the Florida Tourist Board when he fell over that cliff, how they were just happy and just like, you know what? I don't wish ill upon someone to die, but this really made my day. So I'm going to say, Bob Lee and your family, his kids, I'm sorry you lost a father. To his ex-wife, I'm sorry. I don't even know the circumstances. Maybe he was doing something wrong, some shady with somebody's sister. I don't know. No one deserves to die, but good riddance because your app did nothing but create pain in a lot of brothers' life. I don't look at you like you Hitler, but you didn't help.
Well, that the initial I heard, like, so if people don't trust banks, that's why I heard why they came up with Cash App. I just hate the people who get Cash App but won't give Venmo. That's what I hate.
That's the craziest thing.
I love the people who hit me up on Instagram. Hey man, I'm giving away $2,500 to the first 5 people that hit me up. You got Cash App?
Oh,
exactly, man. The Cash App, Bob Lee, this dude made a fortune off of all of us in the hood misery, right? My family in Alabama. Cousin keep calling me about Cash App and the money for the family reunion. I told him, guess what? I ain't going to the family reunion. Oh, well, if you Cash App me money, then it can help pay for someone else. Here's the crazy thing. My mom whole family's in Alabama except me and my siblings. So why the hell I'm gonna pay for someone that go to drive down the street to the reunion? But why? Because they can ask for it because they want you to Cash App everything. They already got some dues. I had to pay dues through Cash App. I was like you, Corde. I ain't got Cash App. Next thing I know, I gotta find the one person in my family got Cash App. Apple paid them money so they can pay someone to Cash App. Bob Lee, I don't think you deserve to get stabbed, but there's a lot of brothers that probably would have done it.
Pedro, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
I do. I got 2 real quick ones. The first one goes out to whoever the hell Jonathan Major's girlfriend thinks she is.
Mm.
Causing that man to get canceled. We don't know the full story. I guess there was some reports that came out that she was swinging at him in a cab or something, and I don't know. And Aaron,
the phone number rang, and it was a woman. It was either a text or a phone, a text that came in. And she saw what it said or whatever, or the picture, and was not happy.
Look, and I need women to calm down. This is what just got Deshaun Watson canceled.
Come on now.
No. There's Jared just sent me something today. They got the actual court documents online, redacted. And the girls is on there showing. It was like, hey, come to the house. Can I come over? I want to be your girlfriend. They played him. One of the members even told that thing about blackmailing this nigga because he's a silly ass nasty man.
Man, I'm thirsty. Might as well have some of this booty sweat I got back in Da Nang.
Blackmail him because he's nasty. That's one of my first Cutty Corde shout out. So about, look, you ladies, when you get a celebrity, Jonathan Majors worked his way up. He's looking good. He's looking sexy. Michael B. Jordan, all them getting sexy and stuff. Something on the side, okay? You ain't number one. You number one in your heart. In they heart, you like number 1.5. Y'all gotta get to reality. You are not the one. Especially if you still look young and humping. Okay?
Young and humping.
Cut all this fantasy y'all got out. This is Hollywood, baby. You probably got a dude on the side. I don't know. Hollywood, baby. My number 2 Cutty Corde shout out goes to the XFL or the USFL, or whatever the hell them leagues are. This terrible play. It's real bad play, okay? Quarterbacks look like Aaron out there throwing a rock.
And I ain't got no arm.
It looks bad, okay?
I got hands, but I can't throw for shit.
Okay, hey man, there's some plays. I've seen some ridiculous plays. Actually, the running back play and the blocking is actually pretty decent from what I see, but the defense, some of the defensive missed assignments is really bad. There's a lot of gaps. Wide receivers are getting open and the quarterbacks can't get the ball to them. But that's not the Cutty Corde shout out. Cutty Corde shout out goes to the owners, the directors, whoever's doing this. You're not marketing your teams. I'm sorry. If you're in Birmingham, Alabama, you need to be knocking on doors giving away tickets. Because those look like the WNBA games of yesterday. It looked like the WNBA games in the bubble. It looks bad. It's like a pandemic.
It's like a bowl game. It's like the bowl games in the pandemic.
It looks horrible. You guys need to be knocking on doors, giving away tickets in the community, having some type of food sales at the events. Bring children, bring your family. You got to put butts in the seat to market this. It looks really bad when y'all on camera, major networks, and it's just empty seats all over the place. Now, Rock, come on, man. You know better. Give away tickets. Y'all in these small markets, they ain't got nothing else better to do. All they do is go to church and to the buffet, knock on their door, put a buffet in the stadium. They'll come. Especially in Alabama. They will be there. Nashville.
They will.
Man, barbecue outside in the parking lot, and they will come. That's all them niggas do is eat greasy lips. Bring butts into the seats. They ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah.
Because they show up at the minor league games. They show up to the minor league baseball games.
Mm-hmm.
Why not bring them to football games? You got to knock on doors. You guys are not campaigning. It looks really bad on TV. You need to grow your sport, and that's how you do it.
Hey, Pedro, I will say this. There was one Hollywood actor that never got caught up. He knew how not to get caught up with women like that. And that was Mr. Bill Cosby.
Come on.
Nigga.
They never checked his phone.
All right, Adonis, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
Yeah, man. This week, my Cutty Corner shout out. At first, it was going to go to specifically white people, but I realized that a lot of people do this. My Cutty Corner shout out goes to motherfuckers on flights who don't have proper etiquette on a flight. All right? I know this is on some like first world problem shit, but I've been flying around recently. right now I'm up in Portland, flying around for work, flying down to the Bay, visit my family. And one thing I noticed, because my preference, the seat I prefer, is the window seat. Now I take my little window seat, lean my little black ass neck on the side of the wall with my jacket or something, and bam, I'm out. I'm out cold before the plane even take off. I'm asleep. So that's always been my thing. I love the window seat. The problem I got with people who hop on planes is they like to do this shit where the plane actually hit the motherfucking the gate. We at the gate. We pull right up. Now, all you motherfucking aisle seat motherfuckers, you pop your ass up and start reaching for your motherfucking bags. And now all of a sudden, anybody who's sitting in any seat that ain't the motherfucking aisle seat, gotta wait for you to get your bags, and then you get to get your ass off the plane first. No, it don't work that way. It go by seat number, bitch. All right, you get your ass up if you in row 1, then row 2, then row 3, then row 4. All right, respect the etiquette. And it's usually you dirty, smelly ass, some dirty, smelly ass white people. I don't want to say all of them. All right, that's not my thing. I hate a whole race. But listen, you weird white fucks, stop being so impatient. We all getting off in the same place. That's my Cutty Quarter shout out.
Corde, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
Yeah, I got two. First off, we need better male baldness solutions. Okay, it should not be a reason that we gotta go bald. There should be something to stop that and prevent it. That's effective, 98% effective. Not the
it's called dick hair, nigga.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. And it's funny because I remember, I think it was about a year or two ago, a lot of women who sold hair kept following me. I don't know what the universe was putting out there, but they just kept following me and DMing me too. Like, hey, I got that hookup. If you need something, now I just see male patternless baldness commercials. I don't know what my algorithm is telling me. I accepted it. I embraced it. All right. But I'm just saying, it'll be dope if it could be brought back. The second one, I'm tired of chicks with BBLs. Not that there's anything wrong with them. It's just that I'm mad. Now she got a BBL shack like she don't know you. Like, that's what I'm mad about. That's what I'm pissed about. Like, I'm waiting for the Jamaican dick lift. I'm waiting on it. The JDL, it's on the way. It's coming. I'm gonna get it just cause. I'm gonna get it just cause. Not even I'm just going, because even chick with big booties be getting extensions. I'm just needing extends. It's ridiculous because you need the JDL to go against the BBL. So then you can compete. That's what you need. Because when we out here faking it, you faking too. You just trying to even up the playing field. So, and then the third one, I'm tired of women not going Dutch on dates. I don't care what none of y'all say. If you got old school, women need to start going Dutch on dates because dates are expensive. All right, women always got this saying, well, when we start dating, I'll pay for half. Well, how about you invest early? Okay, you know how they say you got to get in the market early. Get on this market, all right? This Corde market. Show that you was here from ground one. You want to see this grow. That's what you got to do with dating. You got to get in on it early, okay? Oh, I got one more. I'm tired of being on dating apps and bots don't even match with me. You know how dark and how low your self-esteem is when you swipe on a bot and it's a bot and they don't match with you. You like, bots don't even want me? I remember one time I was swiping, I was like, hey, go bot, I'm gonna definitely match with this. The bot didn't even want me. You know how messed up that is? You know how terrible that is? I'm on premium and bots are swiping left. You don't want to give me your fake profile or tell me to go off thing to the random Snapchat that I know you ain't real. You ain't trying to give me that. You know how hurt I was that day? It was Thursday.
Corde, Corde, can you tell us where people can find you, social media platforms or website?
You can find me on my social media. My name is Corde Snell. You can find me at Corde Made Your Day. So CORDE, made like I made you something, and then day, like the day. Instagram, on YouTube. I'm trying to get my YouTube page up. I'm doing pretty good. I've been posting like nonstop for the last 3 to 4 months. I'm getting a good following there. Twitter is Corde Made YR Day. It was supposed to be yo, but I made YR put your instead of yo. You can find me on Facebook at Corde Snell. Check me out on my Instagram. I always post like my weekly schedules. And then May 6th, I'll be in Santa Barbara, headlining out in my alma mater at my university at UC Santa Barbara in the Hub. It's a free show. Come out. If you're in the LA area, come up. Ventura, 805. Everybody come out.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that.
Hey, when you're in Santa Barbara, if you need Jared to open for you at Freebirds in the line, he'll do that.
Jared, how did you find me?
You were at Mad Oak Comedy.
Okay.
And somebody I liked a lot of your set, especially you was talking about the tall women and talking about Adele some.
Yeah. Because I was trying to figure out how did this dude start following me? Because the whole time he was sitting me up, bro, I thought you was white. I thought you was white the whole time. I thought you was white the whole time.
I'm not going to say that. You probably didn't see him because he was with a group of white women.
Beautiful white woman. I love him.
Dude, it's funny you say that. It's this guy we played Call of Duty with, and he's a friend of a friend of our friend. And he told me one day, he's like, "Man, I can't believe this. I met Jared in person. I swear to God, I thought he was white all these years." We played Call of Duty for years.
Yeah.
And I said
years.
He said the N-word all the time. He goes, I thought maybe he's one of those white persons that said the
N-word. That's hilarious, man. Because how I talk and how I speak on the phone, a lot of times people think I'm white on the phone too. So that's the funny thing about it, Jared. I still remember it was this one time, my mom was already dating this chick, and she was hooking me up with her friend. And then she was talking to her girl. She's like, hey, like, you know, kind of like you can hear in the background, so you listening close, like, hey, what race is he? She's like, oh, he's black. He's black? I thought he was white. It's like, nah, he's black. He was like, oh, okay, that's cool then. And I was like, what's wrong? I'll talk funny. It was like, she was like, nah, I just don't date white dudes. So you black, so it's cool. I'm like, okay, cool then. We good then. We good.
All righty then.
And she was Mexican, by the way. She wasn't white. So
it's like sounds hunky dory.
Okay then. All right.
All righty then.
All right then. All right. Glad I'll see you later on Friday. All right.
Good golly, Molly.
Cheerio.
Bring that pumpkin spice.
Oh, beautiful pumpkin spice. Ooh.